3, 2, 1. That's 1. Stop now. Time to work. I told you before lunch that sometimes leaders have to do hard things. Even if they're scared, they be brave and do hard things. My turn. And we were reading a book about somebody little that has to be super brave. This is Night Owl.
It's night owl.
Night Owl, yeah. He's an owl that is a knight at a castle. He has armor, a helmet, a spear. Here it says Night Owl. Look at how big his eyes are. Yeah? Yeah. This is written and illustrated by Christopher Denise. He's the author, which means he's also the illustrator, which means he drew the pictures. Night Owl, I think, is a boy. Here's the end pages, like the tapestry in a castle.
There's a dragon.
Oh, on the wall. You're right.
I see.
Hold on. Do you think there might be a dragon in this book?
Yeah. There's not any dragon in the book.
This is Night Owl, written and illustrated by Christopher Denise. All right, check it out. Since the day he hatched, so you're right, he is a boy. Owl had one wish. What do you think he wanted to be? Knight in shining armor? He is an owl. He wanted to be a knight.
Bye bye, your face out. Scary people.
Those are knights. They're riding horses. They have armor. They're all armor is the metal suits they wear to protect them. And they all are so much bigger than Night Owl. Every morning before he drifted off to sleep, because remember, owls are nocturnal animals, which means they are awake and they sleep during every morning before he drifted off to sleep, he imagined himself as a real knight. He would be brave. He would be clever. That's another word for smart. And he would have many friends. It was just a dream until one day, do you think it comes real? He becomes a knight? Hold on. Knights began disappearing from the castle. The knights started disappearing. So Owl applied to night school. And to everyone's surprise, he was accepted. They said, yeah, come on and learn how to be a knight. Do you think he goes? It's all he's ever wanted to do. Owl was an excellent student. He studied hard and helped his friends learn. But he kind of had a tough time with the sword. It was a little too heavy. And even the smallest shield was a problem. That also was too And during the day, he had a habit of nodding off, falling asleep during the day. Why was he falling asleep during the day? Yeah, he was used to being up at night and awake and asleep during the day. Now he has to be up during the day and asleep at night. Night school was hard, but Owl worked and worked. He probably used perseverance. You're right. He graduated with honor, as all knights do. He became a full knight. And look at all of his friends from night school. They're all so much bigger than him. Yeah, little tiny owl. All right, this is where it gets interesting. Check this out. Owl was assigned to the night watch. So he was up watching for enemies at the castle during the night. And he was very good at his job because owls can see far in the dark. And he would, if he saw any danger, he would probably go, woo-hoo, woo-hoo, to warn his friends. The other knights usually fell asleep during the long night watch, but Owl didn't mind. All alone on the castle wall, he finally felt like a real knight. He was doing real knight things. And then, late one evening, it was dark and very, very quiet when something happened. Watch this. Owl heard a strange sound. It sounded like a huge bird flapping its wings. Woo! Owl called. Do you think he's scared? Yeah, but do you think he will still be brave? I think you're right. He's a good leader. And so I think you're right. He's going to be brave and do hard things, even though he's scared. He heard the sound again. Owl called. And stop. Brindley, you need to follow directions. What could it be? Making that nose. Oh, I'll give you a hint. Look at the shadow on the castle. Look at the shadow on the castle. Owl called, and look who is there. Oh, this is getting scary. That dragon could just eat him up like popcorn. Listen. Who, me? Said a deep voice. Who, you? Asked Owl. And he looked at him straight in the eyes. Dragon looking at Knight. Knight looking at Dragon. What? next?
Yeah, what is that?
I'm a hungry dragon, said the dragon. Just listen. An owl was very afraid. He was scared now. But because he was a real knight, now he was a real knight, he's a real leader, and knights are brave. He puffed out his feathers and said, I am an owl, and I am a knight of the Night's Watch. He's got his pokey spear. He can carry that. That's one option. He could slice him up with the spear. Watch what happens next. You don't look like a knight, said the dragon. You look like a midnight snack. Owl's feathers trembled. But because he was a real knight, and knights are also clever, they are brave and clever. That means smart. He said, you don't want to eat me. I am too small, hardly a mouthful. He's trying to convince the dragon that he shouldn't eat him because he wouldn't even be a mouthful. Oh, the spear. He looks like he's giving the dragon scratching his nose with a spear. All right, hold on. A mouthful is enough, snarled the dragon. I'm all feathers and fluff, the owl said. A great dragon needs something tastier and more filling. Do you think the owl has something tastier and more filling? But dragons don't eat sticks. What could owl have? Check this out. How about a pizza instead? They got pizza delivered on the night watch, and Owl had some leftovers and wanted to share. He's offering to share the pizza. You're right. It turned out the dragon loved pizza. They talked and talked all night long. You just went, no, about how they both hatched from eggs. The owl hatched from an egg and the dragon hatched from an egg. How much they both liked nighttime, and how flying was hard to explain to someone who'd never done it before. The dragon and owl actually really had a lot in common. They were even starting to become friends. All right, check this out. The following week, listen. The following week, not a single night disappeared, or the week after that. And every night, Owl patrolled the walls on the night watch. It was very dark. It was very quiet, but Owl didn't mind because he was brave and clever. Look at him patrolling the walk. The night watch. Oh, no, not yet. And you know what he also had? Many friends. Look at this. he made friends, and his friends were the other knights, and his friend was also the dragon, and the dragon had a little tiny baby dragon. And the knights became friends with the dragon. There is a pizza box out there, all sharing pizza around the fire. And that is the end of Night Owl. And here's, check out this picture on the back page. It's Owl trying to ride a the horse. And that is Night Owl as read to you by Mr. Bean to his group of awesomers.